if every little thing Donald Trump does is a mountain, there are no molehills, and we have no context. So if every day Donald Trump is Hitler, it kind of starts to lose its effect. Or everything is going to be over tomorrow. That's it. Democracy is over. It's like, I always want to be like, so given that, do I still have to drive my kid 40 minutes to soccer practice? Or like, given that democracy is ending tomorrow, we can swap. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't comport with every people's everyday lives. Do they still have to pay their mortgage? Can they afford groceries? Like, it's this esoteric conversation that is absolutely fine for the New York Times to do. Like, fine. You know, I think they have a clientele that's interested in that. But like, if you think that if any Democratic congressperson is like, yes, let's get those three and let's promote them, you have missed the boat on what the last decade of American politics.
Oh, they'll probably be their guests at the next State of the Union. But I think it's one of the major problems, as you said, with the mountain and the molehill analogy, is that this claim of fascism, of totalitarian takeover, has been being echoed through major media outlets and the elites and academia since 2015, when Trump first came down the golden escalator.
Oh, yeah.
And over again, people lived through a Trump presidency. They're living through the second one now, and they go, I still get to vote, and I still get to do all of the things that I did before Trump was president. I'm kind of confused. Shouldn't I be in a gulag at this point?
I write a fair amount about 2026 Senate and House, and then 2028 in the presidential race. And there's inevitably someone on my Substack newsletter, quick plug, who says like, amazing that you think there's even going to be elections in 2026. And I'm like, yeah,
Grow up.
I mean, I do. Like, it's so facile to say that, right? It's so facile to be like, well, there won't even be any elections. Like, if you say constitutional crisis, I've already counted at least 3 claims of serious constitutional crisis in the first 115 days of Donald Trump's presidency. If there is an actual constitutional crisis, if Donald Trump says, you know what, I'm just going to run for another term, and the Supreme Court says, you can't do that, and he says, tough, stop me. Okay, that's a constitutional crisis. At that point, I think we all, liberal, conservative, should say, oh yeah, this is really bad. This is really dangerous. But if we say constitutional crisis every Tuesday leading up to that, it's the boy who cried wolf.
We were also just talking earlier in the show about this big, beautiful bill and how a lot of the Trump priorities are not in the bill. Yeah. So I think that's a perfect demonstration of the fact that this is not an executive run rampant. This is not an executive just blatantly ignoring the law and descending the country into fascism. Clearly, there is still a co-equal branch of government that has refused to enact a lot of what he wants to do. That's a check on the power of the presidency. The big, beautiful bill, to me, is like the shrine of the fact that we still have democracy.
Right. They are working their will on it. Now, I think Republicans in Congress largely are going to say, like, hey, we're going to do what Donald Trump wants, but they still have their own priorities, and Republicans still have a 3-seat House majority, and Donald Trump being president and trying to expand executive power doesn't change that reality.
Up next, this Democratic congressman ditched the Dem playbook to back Trump's latest move. We'll tell you more.